first woman to win the U.S. Aerobatic Championship 3 times in the BF Goodrich Extra 260. And from the left, here she comes now.
I'm going to go over some maneuvers so you guys can practice for your check ride and also have this in the background because I don't feel like being on camera today. So the pre-maneuver checklist is clearing turns, mixture full rich, lights on, seats, and belts. Slow flight, which is clean with 0 flaps, is power back to 1500, back pressure, maintain altitude. At stall horn, lower angle of attack, maintain 5 knots above stall horn, pitch for airspeed, power for altitude, when turning only 5 degrees of bank, recovery, full power, maintain altitude, airspeed increases back to cruise at 2,200 RPM. Slow flight dirty with 30 degrees of flaps is powered back to 1700 RPM, back pressure, maintain altitude below 85 knots, flaps to 10, then to 20, then to 30 degrees. At stall horn, lower angle of attack, maintain 5 knots above stall horn, pitch for airspeed, power for altitude, when turning only 5 degrees of bank. Recovery, full power, maintain altitude, immediately flaps to 20, airspeed increases, maintaining altitude above 60 knots, flaps to 10, positive rate of climb, flaps to 0, and then back to cruise at 2,200 RPM. Power on stall for takeoff is power back to 1,500 RPM, back pressure, maintain altitude at 55 knots, full power, pitch up. Recovery is full power, maintain altitude, airspeed increases, then climb away like it never happened. That's for you, Dominic. And then come back to cruise at 2,200. And the sun just lit up. Power off stall in landing is power to 1700, back pressure, maintain altitude below 85 knots, flaps 10, then 20, then 30 degrees of flaps, pitch down slightly to establish 65 knots, descend at 65 knots for 4 seconds, power back to idle, back pressure, recovery is full power, maintain altitude, immediately flaps to 20, airspeed increases, maintain altitude above 60 knots, flaps to 10, positive rate of climb, flaps to 0, climb to get away from the runway, or like it never happened, and back to cruise, 2,200. And for steep turns is pick a heading and a ground reference, power 2,100 RPM, looking for 85 knots, starting to the left first, passing 30 degrees, add 50 to 100 RPM or more, and trim nose up, establish 45 degrees of bank, airspeed 85 knots, 25 degrees before arriving at initial heading, start turn to the right, 45 degrees of bank, 25 degrees of bank before arriving at initial heading, and back to cruise at 2,200 RPM. Let me know if this was helpful. If you'd like to see me do this on the Microsoft Flight Sim, I'm more than happy to do that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like that. Please like and subscribe, and as always, see ya!